Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beholder 2. First Impressions, I'm NightFox15. This is obviously Beholder 2, and we're going to give this a whirl after a quick sound check. Beholder 2. First Impressions, I'm NightFox15. Alright, cool, works good. Alright, let's go back to scene 1 here. Alright, so... New game, my camera pooped out. Not sure why. Oh, I guess we're already playing. Probably should have learned the controls. Ready to lower those sound effects. Alright. How could I have been so blind? I should have known from the very beginning that they'd find a way to twist everything. Turn it all upside down. In their hands, every endeavor becomes an instrument of control. Every carrot becomes a stick. My nose was itchy. Alright, I have a new setup, so might get some, take some getting used to. This was all a mistake, all of it, but maybe it's not too late to fix it. I need to shut everything down, destroy all the documents. Can I go in here? No. Looks like I can only go left. Those empty eyes, that silent obedience. This isn't what I wanted. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Okay, so I'm the cause of the apocalypse in Beholder. Hopefully you guys can hear me because the mic's kind of far. Do great things. You have to overcome great obstacles, I know that, but still I have never been so scared in my life. I'm sure they're already planning, dragging even Evan into all this. I know I only one way to protect my son. Alright, cool. So I wonder if I'm the same guy from the first one, because this guy looks less chunky. The first guy looked very chunky, and I don't think I had glasses. You've got to jump off cliffs all the time and build your wing. Oh, that was too quick. Build your wings on the way down. So this was a gift from my buddy Whitebit, WIPEIT_. Feel free to check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Oh. This turn. Pretty sure we're gonna die unless we're Spider-Man. Probably shouldn't have done this. In. Beholder. 2. Transfer the ministry approved. Get to work as soon as you arrive in Helmer. J. Cunningham. P.S. Your father's dead. More info when we meet. Oh, great. Oh, alright, so I play as the son. So I do wonder, and genuinely now wonder if this is actually a straight up sequel to the first one, because I thought it might. stranger. Nice to meet you, Evan. You must be quite a big deal, Evan. Why? I've been with the ministry for 8 years, 4 months, and 12 days. In the time, I've processed 18,342 applications, had 1,629 cups of coffee, and witnessed 284 incidents of civil disorder. Now ask me how many times I've been sent to welcome a new employee on his first day. How many? 0, Evan. Zilch. Not once in all those 3,052 days, so there has to be something special about you. I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps you've got me mixed up with someone else. I'm just here to be a clerk. My name's Evan Redgrave. Redgrave, as in Redgrave? Redgrave? Really? Oh God, your father. Go on, Hammocks, what do you want to say? My deepest condolences. Can't imagine what you must be going through right now. And I think I saw him just 58 hours and 23 minutes before his death. We weren't that close, to be honest. He hadn't talked in a decade. Up until yesterday, I didn't even know he worked here. Your father didn't just work here. He was one of the most respected people in the ministry, one of the few people to make it to the very top. And the most amazing thing is, he never looked down on his subordinates. He was an open and honest man. What happened? Have the police found anything out? People like us are never told much, so I only know 1 or 2 things for sure. The rest is all just hearsay and fantasies dreamed up by employees with nothing better to do. What are the facts? This guy's good with numbers. 47 hours, 23 minutes ago, your father fell from the window on top floor of the ministry. He fell 37 floors, hit the pavement, and died instantly. Law enforcement are working tirelessly to find out how and why this happened, or at least what they say. At least that's what they say they're doing. That's not much to go on. I might have some important information to give you in connection with your father's death, but I'd be better to discuss it somewhere quiet and after I've given you your instructions and shown you your desk. We're here for a reason, after all. Ready for your first day at ministry? Let's go to it. So we got 0 gold. The ministry is considered quite rightfully to be the one most beautiful and well-equipped building in the country. Have a look for yourself. It's 226 meters tall, contains 12,742 offices spread out over its 37 floors, and welcomes over 325,000 visitors a day. Sometimes I teach myself thinking about all those thousands of people and trying to calculate just how many more consumer goods they could produce if they don't have to spend all their time waiting in lines. But even I can't handle those kind of numbers, and I always give up. So this is not the perfect hold-up. I can't go over there. It's just a left to right situation here. Check out the statue of Wise Leader in the square. It took 5,500 tons of concrete and 2,400 tons of metal to build it. The statue weighs 8,000 tons. We could have built 8 kindergartens and hospitals with all those materials, but the minister knows what the people really need. Impressive, isn't it? Wow. Can I walk up to it? There's a weird weather thing over their heads. This cold, indifferent pavement is where your father met his end. Great. Now all the gossips love to hang around here. You can listen to them, but you're not likely to hear anything particularly useful or nice. You should get used to it, though. That's just how it is around here, no matter what position you're in. You've got to listen carefully, take note of everything, and report it to the higher ups. How do I talk to this guy? What happened here? I've been bringing reports to the Ministry of Distribution for the last 3 days. I missed everything. They say Redgrave fell out a window yesterday. Do you know where he was? Of course I do. He's one of the bigwigs. How could something like that happen? No idea. You better not dwell on it. Sad face. Oh, shit. That's his little thing. They're going for drinks. Oh, you can click where you want to go. Let's right-click do. Let's talk to this guy. He doesn't want to talk. What about this guy? Oh, it cost me time. Therum saw him fall right from the top floor, he says. First, some shards of glass came running down, then, holy shit, heads must have rolled after that, eh? No, Phil, everything's been quiet. They declare a mourning period as usual, and that's even scarier, you know? ministers don't just drop out of windows every day. There must be more to it. Keep it down. You want to take a little trip out a window, too? Don't say that. I don't mean. Let's get out of here. So I guess this is a currency time. I kind of like that system. Kind of. Not sure, though. Maybe. Never been worse. The safety and security of the minister are another source of pride for us. The security guards can be some of your best friends here, especially if you're able to come to some kind of agreement with them. Our guards have thwarted 985 terrorist acts this year alone. This is an average of almost 4 attempts a day, Dan. So make sure you've always got some cash on you just in case, and don't do anything to spoil their numbers. Do you follow me? Oh, lost and found. Can I click on it? No. Alrighty. Well, that guy ran, so he definitely would be guilty. I want to use 10 more seconds. Sure. Forgot the access code to my terminal. What am I to do now? No clue. Maybe someone else will remember it. Good luck. That was a waste of 10 seconds. Mistakes. But at least now I know that guy. As I've said before, there are 37 floors and twice that many underground, at least according to the official data. The higher the floor, the better the job. If you work hard, you might make it to the top, but keep in mind that a lot of people want to get promotions, so competition here is fierce and merciless. People here would do anything for promotion. Some scheme against their coworkers, some suck up to the bosses. Some nut jobs even try to further their careers by working hard. Those people aren't right in the head. The way all of this is set up, it's next to impossible to get anywhere by working hard. Though I think someone with your last name won't have much difficulty moving up the ladder. One day, you'll get a promotion and step into that elevator. Best of all, everyone else on that floor will be jealous. Alright, so he just admitted to also being a crook. So that's nice. Best of the leader. Salute for 5 seconds. No. You should always remember why we are here and what it took to get us here. Every now and then, it's worth showing the proper respect to the one who sacrificed everything for us. People remember, the wise leader is ever vigilant. Things like happiness and sadness come and go, but the leader is ever present. Okay, I guess we're going to have to salute him. +1 accommodation of whatever that currency is. It cost me 5 seconds of time. This is where we will have general meetings. They're usually pretty mundane. Some people get rewards for their work, others get reprimanded for theirs, something we also publicly condone the actions of our neighbor states. Some smartass suggested that we call the meeting 5 minutes of hatred. He got reprimanded on the next spot and hasn't made any further suggestions since, or more accurately, he hasn't been able to. We also sing patriotic songs here, and sometimes I've sung the national anthem 426 times this month. Wow. Don't want to give any of these guys my time. Letters. Dogs. Okay, there's nothing good over here. The first floor of the ministry has an area of 440,000 square meters. Incredible, isn't it? 440 square meters of bureaucratic haven. Ooh, no! That bush could have been clicked on. Can we go back? We can. Potted plant. Can't do anything with it. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Kind of useless. See those lines? Every single person standing there has come here with a problem. Whether it's a real issue or not isn't up to us to decide. Our job is to send people to the right department. But it's important not to get too much done. We don't want people thinking that ministry doesn't have enough to do. Neigwitzvin. This is definitely not German. The one is... Oof. This one is clumsy, so they come... He's always dropping something. I can never remember his name. Oh, man, I skipped the thing. And on one hand, of course, people might be grateful to your help. On the other, you can never really know what other people are up to. Most of the people here wouldn't pass up the chance to trip you up or stab you in the back. And I mean that quite literally, but what you do is up to you. So can we help him? Yes, of course. Let's all kick Morris when he's down. Is there anyone who still hasn't kicked Morris today yet? I've already had coffee poured over my head and a pin put on my seat. Isn't it hilarious to push clumsy old Morris the doorman around and laugh at him while he's crawling on the floor collecting his papers? Ooh, let me help you. Very funny, sir, very funny. I'm being serious. I'd be happy to help you pick everything up. Really? Are you from another ministry or are you just new? Today's my first day. That explains it. I wonder if you'll stay that way or if you'll become just like the others. Anyway, thank you very much, sir. Clumsy Morris might not be the most useful person to have as a friend, and he might not be the most pleasant person to be around, but you can be sure that I'll return your kindness as best I can. Don't mention it. Good Samaritan! Achievement unlocked. Didn't take a lot of time for me, so it's not too bad. Commendable choice. Keep in mind, you can't help everyone no matter how hard you try, and trust me, I've tried. Sometimes the best choice is not to get involved. Vending machine, I don't have money, doesn't matter. Ooh. So you gotta get scanned. Tray with pastries. Stranger. And here's the general hall. You'll be spending a lot of time here working for talking to co-workers. Okay, can't go in there. Oh, I guess this is my work zone. That's your desk. Take a look around. I'll give you your first assignment when you're ready. So he just hangs out here and gives assignments? That seems silly. Cart with papers. Can't do anything about that. Place phone. Can't do anything about that. Someone else looks like a girl. Got to see a water fountain. Can't really go anywhere. It's kind of limited. Oh. Guess we're going in here now. He did say take a look around. Filing cabinets. Can't do anything there. Comrade Ferguson is on business trip. He won't be here for a while. That was a very butchy woman. But that's the one I went with. Okay, let's get our first assignment. Alright. So, have you had a look around? They'll take you to your workplace and show you the ropes. Do you already know what your job involves? Listen, tell me about my job. So right now we're on the general hall. The people working in these booths send visitors to ministers and offices. This place is the front line of bureaucratic defense. Only the chosen few are allowed through. Are you talking about us? Do you feel like you've been chosen? Everyone always thinks that they're special different, but in fact, we're all the same. 2 square meters of skin, 206 bones, 5 liters of blood. Well, as long as you eat right, you're not a decorated blood boner. That's it. And sooner or later, ooh, I got something. No, I didn't. Sooner or later, yeah, I did. I got this little thingy. Sooner or later, we will die, except for the wise leader, of course. But before we get to die, we have to work hard. You'll be dealing with visitors, listen to their appeals, figure out which forms they need, decide which ministry they have to see, and then send them to the available office. You need to press the right buttons to your terminal, print out the forms, and give them to the visitors. Oh, I gotta ask about everything. Alright. What kind of forms are there? We have 4 types of forms: requests, complaints, denunciations, and information. Choose the most suitable type based on the appeal. You can find some useful information about the different types of forms in your terminal if you're having a hard time choosing the right one. How many ministers are there? In actual fact, a great many ministers are established and abolished every single day, and we never have enough time to keep the register up to date. Fortunately for you, the Big 6 never changed. The Minister of Order, Patriotism, Social Care, Labor, Culture, and Sports, and Science and Technology. There shouldn't be an and there. It should be sports and science and technology. So just listen to the visitors carefully and decide which of these 6 ministers will send them to. Mentioned offices. Each ministers have several offices here up to the right. To the right of your terminal, you'll see the weekly timetable of which offices are open and when. If there are no available offices, reject the appeal. Everything clears for me, so in theory anyway. Now let's see how much theory differs from practice. Let's start with the basics. The forms your task for today is to process 5 visitors. You'll earn authority for meeting your quota. Authority? I'd rather have money. Even in our ministry, authority is much more valuable than money. Anyone can steal or find money, but authority has to be earned. So I guess that's the blue thing, is authority. Without it, you can forget about promotions, rewards, and your whole career. If you don't have enough influence in the ministry, your colleagues won't even talk to you. What a lovely day. Oh, I got that. End conversation. Let go! Here we go! Game time, boys. Alright, cool. 5 forms. I got mail. Ban on mass mailings. We have introduced a complete ban on mass mailings for every within level access. I don't know. Okay, cool. Does that mean? Visitor, hi there. I have little kitty Agatha. I let her out yesterday and somehow tied a cantor there. The poor little thing got scared and ran off so fast she crashed into a shoppy window and broke it. I only just managed to catch her again and she's still in shock. Please catch whoever tied the can to her and punish them in the war criminal they are. It's gonna be a complaint. Go down one. Wait, what? Oh, oh, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's the 6th of May on a Monday, so 101's open. Right. Yeah, we got one. Well, that was easy. But my time. Alright, visitor. Hello, I've been corresponding with an inmate, but he stopped replying since he got transferred. Can you find out where he was moved to? What's this? Oh, okay. That is a request. Ooh, I don't know that one. Controls the lives of citizens from birth to death, regulates kindergartens, hospitals, schools, and other public institutions responsible for the distribution of social resources, resorts, vouchers, allowance for medical treatment, training, and representative food and housing. Responds for everything relying violations, directives, and laws. Spanning public order, violation of ordinary citizens are not allowed to beat, kill, steal, or cause kind of harm, exception enemies of people. Responsible for promoting the bright idea of image and the ideals of wise leaders. Deals with issues relating to the propaganda and the defense of patriotic sentiment. Labor. Responsible for work and labor regulation, job placement, the safeguard of working conditions, increased performance, and dealing with case of minor misconduct. Culture and sports. Responsible for organization of public events and education and culture, arts, cinema, tourism, and sports. Responsible for the work of scientific center, laboratories, universities, plant and factories, works. From the wise leader messages. No regarding achievement, the state of leading technology powered by 1994. Let's go to social care. That one's closed. That one's open. Ooh, I got ministry wrong. It was justice. Oops. Hi, can you help me? Employee, sure. What I'm here for. If you have a request, I complain, or would you like to inform of something? I'll redirect your query to the right person. What will you do about it? They will review it and take action. And you? I'll report the results to my supervisor. And what do he say? He transferred it to the claims of the department. And then? They'll wait a moment, and what exactly is your issue? My issue is that I want to file a complaint against all of your parasites. You're a bunch of useless bureaucrats stifling papers around incapable of solving even the most municipal problems. What problem? Doesn't matter. I'm going to complain about the people who appointed you here. Complaint? Patriotism. Who's open on Monday? 279's open on Monday. Print. Damn it! I got 2 wrong. Labor. That makes sense. Lieutenant Richter reporting, sir. Capture Weller. Spend funds allocate for briefing South Barons and gambling and loose women. Okay. Wait, what? Captain Weller spent funds allocating for bribing South Boreans on gambling and loose women. So that is going to be a complaint. Order. Two 12's open. There is no correct form. Hello. The girls from our dorm have answered the Ministry of Patriotism call and donated 100 pairs of stockings to be upcycled into parachute cords. We'd rather go commando than leave the motherland without parachutes. Where should I leave our donation? Request. What's a denunciation? Visitor reports an injustice or violation of his or her rights to interest the law or the norms of behavior. They also identify the culprit's name, surname. Okay. Visitor reports an injustice or violation of his or her rights or internal the law of the norm of the behavior. The guilty party is the generalized collection or institution, not an individual. The visitor wants to use his or her right to receive benefits, information, or other resources from the ministry. The visitor has brought information or documentation necessary to the ministry or wants to express their gratitude. Labor. Job placement, working condition, in case of minor accidents, and then culture and sports, that's different. Death. I'm gonna go with labor. Alright, who's open on Mondays? $154? No, they're closed. 467? They're not on my board. 871? Also not on my board. Uh-oh. Maybe it's not the right one. They're closed. Not on my board. Not on my board. Okay, so I maybe have the wrong one. Wait, hold on. Information. University Plant Factories Rectum Meisler's. No. No. Issued propaganda. It's no. Since from birth to death. I think it's maybe, I guess maybe social care. They're closed. They're open. Ah! I'm awful! So it was the sword, and the correct answer was a question. I wrote a romance novel based on the life of our wise leader. The Ministry of Agriculture says I should have to check for patriotism. Let's go with... No. They're closed. It's got the wrong one. Okay. Mistake, there's an unavailable office. No! I'm gonna exit because I'm messed up. We're bad at this game. We're bad at deducing stuff. And we wasted a lot of our time. I've filled the quota. What's next? Even try not to make mistakes in the job. Listen carefully to visitors and direct them to available offices. The work you do here is the utmost importance to our country. I have nothing else to tell you about your job. You're on your own now. Get settled in, meet your colleagues, and earn authority. If you roll up your sleeves and work hard 8 hours a day, sooner or later, you'll be promoted to manager and get to work 12 hours a day. Isn't that an exciting thought? I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, George. Hey, his name's George. I'll make a note in the journal that you've had your briefing. All the necessary documents are in over there. Take them to Magda Ravok, the boss secretary. We'll have more to talk about. Alright, I gotta take him to Magda, whatchamacallit. I gotta grab my papers. What's in here? Skills. Biometric safe. What was I supposed to do? Grab papers and take them to Magda Olda. Grab my papers. Okay. Give Magda revoke the documents. Who's Magda revoke? Is that her? Probably in here. This actually reminds me of another game that existed. That Jacksepticeye played it. But it's kind of like this. What are you doing here? Hello. That's not very respectful way to address an older woman now, is it? I'm sorry. What do you want? George Hammond asked me to give you these documents. You didn't look inside, I hope. I'm not interested. I didn't ask if you're interested. Reading sealed papers like these when you don't have top security clearance can cost you your freedom or your life. Do I make myself clear? I didn't know I was an option to read it. Perfectly, but I prefer not to stick my nose into other people's business. Though I don't care where you stick any of your extremities, there are rules, regulations, and instructions that must be observed. If you want to stay in ministry for more than a day, if you make mistakes, nothing will save you, not even your name. What's wrong with my name? You're still here. Don't try my patience. Sorry, I'm leaving already. We don't have a new task to Hammond outside. Alright, cool. New task. It's beautiful, I'll give you that. Hopefully it's not the same thing over and over again. Wait, Hammond outside. So maybe he's like all the way outside? Four hours left in today. Man, this is a long walk. Wait! Morris. It's me, Clumsy Morris. Do you remember me? You helped me pick up my papers and everyone else ignored me. I promised I'd thank you. Here you are. It's not much, but it's the best I can do. 50 coin. There's no better teacher than a book. They help you learn new skills. Thank you, Morris. I will really appreciate it. No, thank you. I've been working here for 15 years and you're the first person who actually stopped to help me. Dang, poor Morris. Sounds like I need to find some books. Hopefully I don't get robbed. Because he kind of spooked me with that comment about people can rob your money. I don't want my money robbed. Can I go in this time? Nope. I want to eat my Kit Kat. Alright, Morris should be here, because this is outside. Hammett, where are you? Is that him? Yes. What a lovely day! What do you want to talk about? It's about your father, Yemen. What happened to him was just awful. There's something I have to tell you. Go on. And most 20 people in our whole country know that I'm about to tell you. I'm taking a huge risk, but divulging these details to you, so I have to ask you, don't say a word to anyone. Department 6 Floor Inspector. Department 6, that's a myth. No, some sane person actually believes in it. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Department 6 is considered to be a myth because that's how the person in charge wanted it. More precisely, that's how your father wanted it. My father was the head of Department 6. What went on there? Work on Hemdale, a secret project held by your father. Began at that time. That's how we met. I've always been good with numbers, so I was invited on board to assess statistical errors and other potential consequences. He didn't talk much about himself, but mentioned having a son a few times. And his eyes lit up every time he did. He's proud of you, believe me. You didn't keep me in contact for the last 10 years. He did mention that he was no longer in touch with you, but he always hoped that someday you'd come to join him. Why do you think so? He wrote you a letter a few days before his death. It seems he knew what was going on to happen to him. A letter? Do you have it with you? No, I keep it at home. I don't expect you to turn up so soon. I'll give it to you tomorrow and tell you everything I know. Somewhere quiet, and there's also biometric safe. I don't know what's inside, but it must be something valuable. Thank you, George. I don't know how to thank you. Don't mention it. Even your father is good to me. This is the least I can do for you. What's the Handel project? Not here, not now. It's too dangerous. Excuse me. You have to find a quiet place and the right time. How about tomorrow? I'll tell you everything, and you can decide what to do with the information. Thanks for telling me all about my father, George. We'll have time to talk some more. See you tomorrow. So I guess I get to keep my 4 hours? Ooh, I'm home. I got 6 hours now. TV. Pretty straightforward. There's probably a camera there. Or there. Who's that? It's good to see you, Evan. Do you remember me? I don't remember you. I'm an old friend of your father's, Evan. He and I were friends, and he worked side by side for many years. I visited your home often, don't you remember? Your mother used to make fantastic rhubarb pipes. She passed away a long time ago. I know, I went to her funeral and to your father's. Why don't you tell me? I didn't give a chance to say my goodbyes. I'm afraid your father's death was a complicated matter, and some at the top wanted to sweep it under the rug as quickly as possible. That's why I came to you. We need to talk about your work. I make the sky Russian. How's your first day going? Everything's moving very quickly. Just a week ago, I was planning to visit my father and introduce him to my family. In the end, I didn't even make it to his funeral. I understand. Evan did. You two ever patch things up? No, we never got the chance. I'm sorry. If I'd known then things were that bad, I would have arranged your transfer here much sooner. So you're the one who got me assigned to the ministry. I am indeed. Oh no! Oh. I'm in assigned to the ministry. I'm indeed. By now you might have guessed that wasn't down to good or okay. Did you come here alone? Where's your family? Everything's okay. They're in Mariah's parents and riding the moment. Alright, everybody's rushing now. Reading? There's hardly anything there apart from the coal mines and some pretty unpleasant miner types. Not the best place for a woman and her child. Now he's Mexican. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I realize that I have to get the new apartment ready for them as soon as possible. Okay, I'm ready to answer your questions. James, do you know anything about my father's death? Wait. Oh, that's me. Not much. The floor bosses were involved in some way. That's all I know, and I can't conduct a full investigation. Why not? Investigations are what you do in your division do. Evan, the only insider I had in the ministry was your father. Clearly, he discovered something very important and got taken out for it. All the evidence disappears if we just walk in the front door, meaning that my investigation in the ministry and your investigation into your father's death are one and the same. I want to help you. Happy to hear it. Find some dirt on those bastards in the ministry. and find out who's responsible for your father's death. I'll make sure they get their punishment they deserve. Now he's Mexican. I guess he's Mexican, guys. Where should I begin? I'm now detective. Your main task is to listen to what people say, make notes of everything, and ask the right questions. Learn about the job and about your colleagues. It's not as tough as you have anywhere else to be, so become one of the team and find out what they're all interested in. Everyone's watching TV shows these days, so you should start watching them too. You and your new friends need something to talk about. By the way, I left a book in your bookcase. There's some general information about terminal interface in there, as well as descriptions of several ways to crack sample passwords. You can find lots of useful information in your colleagues' terminals. It'll take some time to read it all, but it'll pay off. I don't want to talk about emails. Tell me about the apartment. It's typical mid-level ministerial apartment. I sorted out for you. It's been seized while investigations ongoing, you know, Evan. I wouldn't get my hopes up. And the apartment we live in back when my mother was still alive, I'm afraid some new tenants have already moved in now. I'm sorry. No, Evan, you can live in it for as long as you want. Work for the ministry. You still have to pay the bills, otherwise you'll be sleeping in the street. As an undercover agent for the IID, you're going to have to play by the rules to avoid unwanted attention. I'll pay your bills today, but from tomorrow on you'll have to take care of them yourself. The Ministry of Housing is extremely strict, as you know. Evan, a minister that will get you arrested. One has to show due respect for labor, communal property, and all that stuff. Plus, there are 603 people watching in line for the apartment I checked. Oh, dang. Why am I working here? Why did you move me? Well, I see I need a man inside the ministry. But why? If you can arrange a transfer like mine so easily, then surely you must have plenty of insiders there already. I assume my father was one of them. First of all, getting you this job wasn't easy at all. Second, I need a man I can trust. Wait, what for? In the head of the department, monitors the authorities, the IID, the Internal Investigation Division. Exactly right, and how my main goal is to find out which of your top officials truly serve the people and which ones bring shame upon the name of our great leader. That kind of information can be obtained only with the help of an insider. That's why I need you. Slowly but surely you're going to climb your way up to a career ladder from the very bottom and shine a light into every one of the ministry's dark corners. Get them all. Alright, that's good enough. Goodbye. Alright, so we got bills to pay. Hopefully the 50 coin is not that bad. Oh, I hope that wasn't a payment. Oh, so this is where you pay your bills. Neat. And we need to watch TV and we need a book. We're going to do the book first. Working with Terminal Volume 1. Summary. New skills. Hacking Patriot Terminal. Ooh, cost me a minute of my time. What just happened? How to save state property. Summary. New skills. Packing cross-barrel locks. Okay. Took me an hour to read. Time to watch some TV. What happens? Does that mean the next day starts when I run out of time? Ooh. I gotta buy it? I don't have enough money. The Passion of the Leader TV show. Target audience, romantic girls, ministry employees. The Patriot Adventures TV show. Target audience, young patriots, ministry employees. The Walking Boreans TV show. Target audience, active young people, ministry employees. Alright. Skill added. Knowledge about the characters from the Walking Boreans. I have 25 seconds left. Get father's letter from Hamsel. Does it have pictures? Hack any terminal. Okay. Do we sleep? New day. 1985. Oh, interesting. Alright, so we actually have a good quest now. Father letter from Hammonds. And hack any terminal. Should be easy. What's over there? Gotta earn that cred. Uh-oh, new stuff. Time for propaganda! Notice all the coppers are like huge buff people. I have yet to find a huge buff person that's not a copper. Dear compatriots and friends! We have all gathered here today, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, for a very special occasion. We are here to reward someone. Our country is big, unique, and beautiful. We are united by common concerns and common pleasures. We are also united by our long, standing tradition of rewarding the worthy among us and wishing them the very best. And today, the worthy individual is your colleague, Comrade Hamnitz. Ooh, snap. It is vitally important that we believe in ourselves and our own strength and in our country we work. In doing so, we achieve many great things. I would like to sincerely thank you, dear friends, for all your victories and achievements, your understanding and trust, and your genuine, heartfelt concerns for our great state. Excuse me. Today, every one of us can become a little brother. Oh, better. I thought I was brother. Oh, to achieve this, all we need to do is treat our parents with love and gratitude, give our children and family the attention and care they deserve, respect our colleagues and cherish our friends, defend truth and justice, be merciful and help those in need of support. Is that Hamlet's? But most importantly, must never betray the cause of the great nation. After all, each of us is rewarded according to their deeds. All hail our great state, peace and prosperity to our great motherland. I wish you happiness, health, and prosperity. Hoorah! Prosperity. Oh my god, they just killed Hamlet's. Hammonds was hanged right in front of me. I have to ask someone what's going on here. Magdarovsky is bound to know something. Wow. Can I go to Hammonds? Sorry, Hammonds. You. Talk to me. Yes? I'm Evan Redgrave. I work here. Me too. I take care of the plants. And your name is? I always being called out when the plants get dry. Anything else you want? What are you doing? I don't think that's what the plants need. The plants are infested with damn bugs, and if I don't gather them all up now, I'm a couple of days, there'll be nothing but the bare branches left, and we're entered into a best houseplant contest. I've already filled 2 bags and they just keep coming. Interesting. So I can get bugs out of the plants. Ooh. Okay. I got me some booze. Oh, Engrave's Legacy. Received Heimdall codes. Here's 35. Booze. The Walking Boreans. That's probably The Walking Dead. It's funny. Alright, well I collected the code, so I don't know if that's like permanent. Get the skill hacking portrait, go to Hems to your work area, talk to Hammond's, process appeals, report to Hammond's, take the documents. Alright, that's all finished. So by talking to him, I found out that I need to look at the plans to get the codes. Hopefully the booze doesn't get me in trouble. That would suck. Well, I can't hack my terminal. These two have people at them. Get in line and wait, young man. Fine, I'll wait. What do you want? Hammett has been executed. You've come here just to tell me what everybody already knows. You're the only one who I know in the whole ministry. All you need to know is who you answer to and where your workplace is. His death only makes my job harder. Why is there such an increase in your workload? Hammett is dead, meaning that he can't do his job and therefore must be fired. When an employee is fired, they have to hand over their official stamp and any secret documents they may have. They also have to sign the safety journal and provide a form saying that they have no books from the Ministry of Liberals libraries in their possession. But most importantly, he did not hand over his pass. The security service must have his things. Go to the guard at the checkpoint and tell him I sent you. He'll give you Hammett's things. Take the map of the ministry. Without it, you'll be wandering the halls until the end of time. Magda, do you like your job? Work is not meant to be liked, it's meant to be done. But still, I get to decide whether you leave by yourself or are dragged away from security for distracting people from their work. Got it. Goodbye. That's all I needed to know. New deed. Go to security guard. Lost and found. Hack any terminal. Click on its passes from the lost and found. Okay, that's two at the same one. Oh, that's my workplace. Darn it. Probably should do my job first. Actually, no. Let's go do lost and found stuff. Then I'll go do my job. I knew that lost and found had something to do with something. Called it. That sucks, man. Nothing. Darn it! Wasted time. You salute me. It's 15 seconds. I can't get back. Let's chat. It's a pity my vacation isn't coming up sooner or ever. Mad Garokovich sent me. I came to get him its belongings. Take what's left. Left? Has someone already been here? A colleague took some box and left. What colleague? None of my business. Dang. Letter. Hammett's pass. Oh. Her father's letter. I suppose I could have opened it a little more carefully, but oh, to hell with the envelope. I need to know what's in there right now. New info. Do you mind if I stand here a little when you sit alone? All day, just want to chat with someone. Go ahead. What do we got? asked about work. What does your job involve? I come in time, I issue fines, go home. That's all. I also break bones. Sounds like the dream job. Yup. How do you manage to stay in such great physical shape? Regular exercise with a baton in the open air. That's all? Yup. Do you have family? No. There never was? Was. And now? No. How do you like the weather this week? Wet? Nice weather for dark? Hey, let it rain. You in charge of lost and found? Yes. And where do you things in the box come from? Do people bring them? Most of the responsibility of him. He has his orders. If someone dies with sickle, he brings them here. You're on duty all day, you mustn't have a lot of time to eat. Food is a problem. How do you solve it? I don't eat. At all? Sometimes I find marwits for pies, or confiscate them. Aren't you afraid of getting food poisoning? I'm not afraid of anything. I saw shit when I was in the front. I ate shit. I was shit. I'm safe now. Well, she just asked me money. I don't care. Goodbye. Can I hack this terminal? Alright. Oh, that's what no, this isn't what I want. Where's my letter? I'm here. It's a big place. Dear son, if you're reading this, I must already be dead. Forgive me for pushing you away, for the fact that we haven't been so close these last few years as we used to be. You may not believe me, but this was my own unusual way of trying to protect you. Even my death serves this purpose. To protect my son. I don't know who else might read this letter, so I cannot risk telling you everything. Therefore, I have left everything important in special boxes throughout the ministry. Only you can open them. The locks are coded to your biometrics. I hope you manage to put it all together and make the right decision in the end. You should receive the first box along with this letter. You have to find the rest yourself, and most importantly, don't trust anyone, Evan. I wish I could bequeath you something more pleasant. Good luck, and I love you, son. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. Alright, time to see if this booze gets me in trouble. Nope. Alright, cool. So I can give that guard food. That's a good thing. Oh, what's my... give the pass to Rukovich. Okay. Hack any terminal. Ask colleagues about the biometric safe. Alright, we'll go to Rukovich. Go to Rukovich. Give her the pass. We go to Rukovich. Vending machine. Oh. Could vending machine him some food? Ooh, 4? Let's talk to her. Who are you? I haven't seen you before. Hi, my name is Evan. I'm new. New, eh? I'm Sarah Marwitz. Well, here's my advice to be. If you don't want to lose your mind and your life, keep away from the vending machine. Did you know my chance to take any Hamet's things? No. What do you want to know? Does that cost me 200? Do you have kids sitting? Why, you want to be a dad? No thanks, I'm good with the one I've got. Just curious how I managed to do so much. I'm not going to discuss my family with you, what do you care? So I need 200 for her to tell me that. Do you know temperature? Do I look thermostat? How do you make it past security? The ministry is restricted access area. What do you think people eat in restricted areas? Air? They used to have a whole canteen on this floor. It was shut down and cut costs. Folks started dying of starvation right at the workplace, so their bosses had to okay selling food here. And nobody stops you? I'd love to see him try. Wow, you're quite a big shot. Please, I started out as a janitor here. You know how it goes, though. Nobody pays attention to the hired help. I've seen and heard a lot. Once the canteen got shut down, I put 2 and 2 together and went straight to the boss. We gained an amount of fairly quickly. The security chef, though, became a problem. So I had to remind him of what happened on the day of order a couple of years ago, and he came to his senses pretty sharpish. Ever since, security just smiles and waves at me. What happened? Yeah, right. I want to start smuggling pies, too, and take my job away. What do you want to know? That's about it. Alright, so I need 500 of that stuff. Coffee, tea, pastries, crosswords. Alright. Who's this guy? A lovely day for work. Hello. What the hell are you? I haven't seen you here before. Guards, intruder alert. Easy, fella. My name is Evan Redgrave. I'm new here, just started. Oh, I heard they hired some new guy. I'm Peter Dong. What do you want from me? Have you taken off Hammett's belongings? No. What do you want? General chat, ministry, place and do their part. It's always so loud, dark, and stuffy in the journal hall. How can anyone work in these conditions? Nobody's keeping you here. Do you know how many people want a job at the ministry? Can't we at least open the windows? The ministry forbids the opening of windows. Why? Directive number 9808, accident prevention. If your father had followed the law, he could have still be alive. Leave my father out of it. Ooh, just saying, the law is the law. Even if they're the first floor, the window must stay closed. Even if the air in here makes me see spots all the time, the windows must stay closed. What TV show do you watch? I watch Patriot Adventures. Father. No, I know what happened to him. Surely you know more. Can you tell me anything? Everyone at the office just dying the details. Don't give them info. Care to tell me about our colleagues? What do you think about the boss secretary? To be honest, I envy her a bit. I envy why. The boss always keeps her close. That's real trust. Some people say she's mean. The ones who say that are worthless lie-bouts. Magda is a paragon of discipline, perseverance, and devotion. We should all be taking a leaf out of her book. Alright, cool. I think I'm satisfied with all that. That was nice. Got some info out of it. Alright, 15 seconds. Let's go. Better be something good in here. Nope. Waste. Oh no, I could have hacked his computer. Darn it. Messed that up. She should be taking a break soon, right? Hello. Hello, why haven't I seen you before? I'm new here. My name is Evan. Hazer. Emma Hazer, nice to meet you. Did you by chance take any of Emmett's things? No. Peter Dong. Emma, what do you think about Peter Dong? Nothing, he's just a colleague. Dong is not a man of courage and strength. I'd go far as to say that his complete lack of those qualities is impressive. So how is it working for the ministry? I've only been working here for half a year. I prepare documents, write reports, collect statistics. Edit orders, file correspondence, issue travel allowances, send packages, receive packages, distribute packages. Emma, I get it. And then that's not mention the visitors. They just won't stop coming and I do some other stuff. Wow. What can I do? I need the money. To be honest, by the end of the day, I'm ready to collapse. Maybe I can find a husband here and finally give up this grind. TV show. Passion of the Leader. Check those. Ooh, I could flirt with her, but I'm married. Any plans for tonight? The usual. Finish some paperwork, watch TV, and go to bed. This pretty girl like you really have something more fun to do after work? Is it really just more work and TV? That's a pretty girl would love to do something fun if the company is good. Any suggestions? Fight into the storeroom? I'm a married man! But I feel like it'd be exciting. I don't know, how about after work? But as far now... What are you talking about? I'm still new to this city. I'm all alone. I have no one to hold me, to keep me warm. What are you getting at? Ooh, what's this? Pop in the storeroom with me and I'll show you. You're a cocky one, Redgrave. I thought you were married. What makes you think I'll go there with you? We're adults. We're free to do what we like to do. Why not? Besides... Ooh. Have a nice day. Bye. That's weird. Just awkwardly stop this thing. She's got a little bounce to her. Is she gonna be gone forever or what? Yes. Okay. Let's do some lockpicking. Time to hack the terminal! Wait, what's that one do? Someone tell me what the difference between that one and that one is? Bushroller called 30 Ways to Talk. An inscription on the first page reads, there are only 21 in the book. 30 just sounds better. Very powerful, one of the few domestic medicines to not be ashamed of due poor quality. If I take these, I get arrested? Is that what that symbol was? Pictures. Some weird guys, some weird kids. I can't read it. Alright. Last week, another batch of utility bill dodging parasites were sent to work off their debt in the state mines, where they all spend the next 5 to 20 years in the Ministry of Social Picture Act issues. This reminds me that timely payment of utility bills is a sacred duty of each citizen in the state. You've been issued a warrant of an error made on your weekly report. Fine 300. Any subsequent errors will be noted on your personal file. Can you mark them as in red? She's got some creepy stuff going on. I thought that was a hack, but I guess not. Ooh, she came back right at the time. Look what the cat dragged in. Eyes burning, chest all puffed out. This must be the newcomer that clearly departed Hametz was scrapping around the office yesterday. I guess this guy's Mexican too now. Do you know the most important thing you have to figure out during your first days in the office, rookie? What? It's who you are, buddy. Or you wombat or sunbear. What the? Wombat, sunbear? What the hell are you talking about? It's an elementary question, buddy. Are you a fat and harmless marsupial hiding in a hole, or a strong and dangerous bear that can take an even tiger? You office monkeys are so ignorant. Haven't any of you been to Austrani or Malaysia? Have you? Well, no, but my father often traveled there and told me some things. He promised to take me with him someday, but it's a long story. So, buddy, who are you, herbivore or predator? Herbivore. I knew you were a silly wombat, so you'll be hiding your fat ass in your burrow while the others fight for a place in the sun, huh? Anyway, welcome to our snake pit. We'll soon see what you are. I wonder, will you grow long claws in a herd? Shall or offer up some soft, fluffy belly for someone else to sink their teeth into? I'm Evan Redgrave, the son of Caleb Redgrave? Wow. I'm not sure whether I should keep you close or tell you to get lost. Marco Lagrange. Why? Buddy, it's just your second day in ministry and there are already too many dead bodies around you. What happened to Hametz? Didn't you see? I did, but I'm not sure I understand. There's nothing to understand. He might have failed to meet his quota or had some problems with the boss. The main thing is that there's no more Hametz. Do you happen to see that biometric safe in his hands? Hametz asked me to get a letter and biometric safe from his belongings when he was being taken away, but I only just remember about the letter. Where is it? Not as fast, buddy. I'm not your postman. Nobody pays me to deliver your mail. I have to grate your idea. Poor Peter Dong seems pretty upset about him. It looks like he's about to cry. And who are we to offer not sympathetic colleagues? I think we should try and cheer him up. Let's play a little prank on him. Us? Yeah, but you do the pranking and we both do the laughing. You want a safe, don't you? So let's get to it. Take Dong for a ride and it's yours. Fair and square. My sense of humor isn't as refined or subtle as yours. Emotions are the key. Find Dong's weakness and take advantage of them. What do you want? Ooh, I don't have enough. Alright, let's do colleagues. Seriously, I must have misheard you because it sounded like you just said a good word about someone. Haha, you just don't let me finish, buddy. What makes her rare is that she's the only woman I know who looks better with her mouth closed instead of open. Don't get me wrong, she's nice to look at, especially from behind. Every time she starts talking, I start wanting to throw up or drown myself in some cheap booze, anything to escape her whining and constant babbling about TV shows. Have you got things for her? Just asking. Well, listen, buddy, if you're into dumb single moms looking for a husband, go for it. What do you think about Magda, the Gorgon? I'd quite happily run her over with a tank. Be hastily towards her. When you have to work with a colleague like that, you'll understand that's if she doesn't just devour you whole along with all the other shit. She's ruined so many careers, too many to count. But she's just a secretary, isn't she? She's got the boss wrapped around her little finger. I'm pretty sure he's afraid of her, and everyone needs to remember that. If I didn't like you, I'd have suggested that you tell her to go screw herself on your first day, and I wouldn't have enjoyed watching her rip you guts out. Peter. Why don't you like Peter? Me? Don't like that wombat? I adore him. All these sincere little emotions of his are priceless. I don't think he likes that. Buddy, we're living in the most democratic state in the world, where everyone is free to mock their compatriots as much as they like. That goes for everyone, you understand? Nobody's stopping Dong from getting his own back. But it can't isn't that obvious? That's the beauty of it, man. Get to do all the mocking for both of us. I hit up all those. TV show. What TV show do you watch? TV shows. Why are you Walking Burns, of course. I watched an episode of Walking Burns. What an epic show. Did you see this? How Scoochie's group purged the brothel on the border? It was so awesome. And you know what the best part is? I've been there. Can you believe it? I visited that place. It really exists. Really? Of course, I went to the capital with my pops, and while the old man went about his business, I spent the whole time in that brothel. By the way, I didn't get how that infected detector is supposed to work. I thought the anti-patriotism virus couldn't be detected. Does it matter? You're too smart if you're on good, Redgrave. I'm just having some fun. It caught my attention, that's all. The show's really good. Something awesome happened in every episode. You found friends with colleague. Oh. Didn't we have a deal? You have to prank Dong. We'll cry with shame, we'll cry with joy, and we'll cry with happiness. After getting the letter, everyone wins. Any other way? There is. Tell me. That's not fun. Can't the son of Redgrave think of something on his own? It's now 1,000. Use your friendship. I'm not even close to 100. That's a lot of reading in this game. I think I hit all these. Yeah, the wrong thing about the leader, but not for anything. Thrival is a theft topic. This badge used to be Dong's. You stole it? Yep, I'd hoped to make him angry and have a bit of fun, but the loser just burst into tears. So everyone takes bribes, should I do it too? Take it with a second hesitation. You'll never earn honest money here. Our salaries aren't enough to live on unless you've got a rich dad to support you like me. Though I don't have money coming in either. The well's dried up, but my old man's still alive, unlike yours, unfortunately. And do you take bribes? Well, I never refuse to help people if they ask politely. I don't work, I have fun. They won't fire me because of my dad. Paperwork's not really my thing. There's other ways to climb the career ladder. Which ways? Well, I'd planned to hit on boss's daughter and use her to move higher up, but it didn't work. Why? Because my friends, for this brilliant plan to work, the boss would need to have a daughter. It's a rat race. Look around you. Wieners, losers, lost their prime, and other drags of humanity. They live happily and die majestically. Tomorrow, preferably. Alright, I think I'm good. Have a nice day. Okie dokes. So she's funny to look at from behind, I guess. Is that my desk? Is there anybody in there? Let's talk to this dude. Nicholas Page, the courier. Do you know where I could buy some useful things? Tell me about your work as a courier. It's just a shiny job if you ask me. I've got access to other floors, but that's no use. Alright, so that guy can trade, but I need more rep. Alright, I gotta put attack on Peter Dong's things. You know what? Screw it. Let's... Wait, no. We'll go to What's Your Face, and then we'll go to work. Just gotta wait in line. Darn it. What are you doing here? I brought you Hammond's pass. Give it to me. Now I can finally fire him. It's good that he didn't have any liberal books. They're very strict about that. Now his promotion ultimatum is open. His promotion allotment? He was to be transferred to another floor, and now the position is vacant. Every idiot is going to be fighting over it. Now Hammond's personal file is ready to be transferred over to archives. But the courier hasn't brought me all the documents I need for the archive yet again. He doesn't care, and we're the ones who will be rewarded for losing documents that contain state secrets. Look around in the carts by the workplace, see if you can find documents, bring them to me. What do you want? She's a piece of work. Oh, I don't have enough time for the filing cabinet search. Alright, I gotta find me some documents in the carts. It's probably not gonna be the first one, but whatever. She's head to the phone. Oh, nice. Biometric safe. Can I snoop on this? Yeah. From the archives, you should give it to someone. Not sure what happens when I run out of time, but it's probably not good. Nothing too major. I need to put Peter Dong's desk. Alright, let's play a prank on Peter. Protests. Train. This kid's got a train. Oh, Marco Allegra submitted my work reports before I didn't change my name. He must have come to work early to sit on my chair and then seen the reports on my desk. Would reject all the applicants from visitors. Everyone lost on their bonus as a result. Here the State, the Weaving Factory. These are all songs. 2 NDSO. Get the phone from the courier no later than the 5th, once a quarter. Comrade Dong, for exceeding the quota of 300%, you have been awarded 20th honor diplomat from the Labor Archives and an official ministerial note and acknowledgement. Nice. Public service building are required to present, in addition to their identity card, and a certification, vaccination certification, no arrangement, and utility bills. So, excessive. You have forgotten me again. You waste your time on other men. You will never find yourself a winner if you don't join me for the dinner. You're not supposed to. Okay. So I guess I can steal shit. Screwdriver. Security camera detected your theft. There will be a trouble at the checkpoint. That's what you think. How do I play a prank on them? Just leave. Alright, give the folder to Richovich. Fear, weakness, passion. Get the biometric safe. I want to talk about you and Hazer. There's no me and Hazer, and it's none of your business anyway. You can keep pretending, Peter, but I know for some sure you live with him. Who told you? Peter, I've seen my share of lovesick men. Trust me, the facial expression is unmistakable. I looked away yourself when I was trying to woo my wife, so spill it. Whoever knows it can't be true, Mommy will kill me. What do you mean? You're right, Yevon, I'm the worthless, pathetic nerd. I didn't say nothing like that. You don't have to, I already know. I fell in love with Emma like a fool the moment I set eyes on her, and I've suffered ever since. No country partial to suffering. There's nothing to be ashamed of. She's a really nice girl, and I think you two would be a great couple. Do you really think so? Of course. Have you seen how pretty she is? Like a cover girl from Young Patriots. And me, how could you walk up to her and... Gotta deny it, Peter. You're not exactly the macho bad boy type all the girls love, but there are a lot of other positive qualities about the woman appreciation. You're all around good guy. See if you just need to play your strengths. What strengths? You're hardworking, you don't drink, you have perspects, and you don't look a lot like someone who could hurt a girl's feelings. So what do I do? Where do I start? Ask her out on a date, but not to restraints or club. Take her to the theater or an exhibition. You'll show her how serious you are about her. A date? Are you nuts? She'll just laugh at me. Let's start with some flowers. Do you know what kind of she likes? I accidentally found a page from Flower Magazine for a trash can recently. I'd hate to red and white roses, violets, violet, red puppies, yellow tulips. Look at this guy. Some memories you have. Some memory you have. You bet. Mommy says it's phenomenal. You know all the leader's speeches by heart. You'd better off remembering the kind of flowers the girl of your dreams likes. Okay, I'll try to find you myself. Even the would be wonderful. Alright, what do you look so well? You know, I can't seem to find the pills my mother gave me. Are you sick? My head is killing me. Poor guy, I heard that some people get headaches so bad that they just wish the ground would swallow them up. I'd like that too, but we only give granite floors in here. I want to gain my trust and learn important secrets from me. So you know important secrets? That's none of your business. Care to tell me about your colleagues? Because he's a jerk bastard. I see. He knows the smarter and it pisses him off. All they're capable of pulling stupid off the pranks. But bounce me up and calling. Really? Compressed fracture of the spine is no joke. It's dangerous, and he just laughed. What would you say for everybody? Hey him, scumbag. Don't complain to the boss. But the boss, cuz Legrand's daddy has money coming out of his ears, so his idiot son gets away with anything. So you're in love with Emma, aren't you? And me as if. Do you really think so? Of course. Well, don't think she does. Even see how pretty she is. Like cover. Okay, we talked about that. What do you think about the boss secretary? To be honest, I envy her a bit. Why? Always keeps her close. Really trust. Okay, we already did that. We already did all this stuff. Alright, so I need to find flowers. Clearance level. Give the folder to Rekovic. Oh, I need to talk to her. course, everyone who loves red. It's right like the ministry banner. What kind of flowers do you like? All kinds except poppies. I'm allergic to them. What do you think about Peter? He's just a colleague. Likdashi. They created their own language. If I have to wait in line, I'm gonna be pissed. This lady. Give it to me, I'll take care of it. I'll find the lost hole the day was born. And if you find something like that in the future, bring it directly to me. Do not show it to anyone and don't look inside. It'll be safe for us both. Got it. I'll do just that, thank you. I should probably look inside those more often. She puts in a filing cabinet. What's she gonna do? She leaves. Where'd she go? She's not here. Shame. Use the fact that Dong is in love with... What are your quests? Oh. Right, alright, let's go to Dawn and tell him what flowers she likes. Have you found out what flowers Emma likes? Ooh, crap. What flowers did she like? I was supposed to remember? I didn't want to remember. Likes red like blood for the traditional enemies. Give a poppy to someone with an allergy and they get sneeze and stuffiness for free. So she's allergic to poppies. Cool. What's next? Get the biometric safe. Okay, alright. Play with Dong's feelings. Legendary wants you to take advantage of Dong's emotion to pull a prank. Found out that Dong's secretly in love with Hez. Use the fact that Dong's in love with Hosier. I just did. Who do I talk to about that, though? Let's see if, what's his face will talk to me. Maybe he wants that information. You have to remember to stow the key away, too. Okay, so he doesn't want that info. I wonder if my desk... I can put stuff in my desk. I don't know who I would call. Can I put stuff away in my desk? I'm here to ask the Ministry of Labor to investigate and prosecute the management of Bank Number 12 for incompetence. I was trying to withdraw some cash and was informed that management's order all deposits to be used to buy up war bonds. It's not right, I'm just a cashier and even I know that now that's the time to invest in mining department bonds. Gotta get 3 done today. Let's do complaint. Today's Tuesday. Correct one was that one. Yeah, I need a proof of income letter. I wish my wife was demanded that I provide her with proof of my income every month so she can manage your family budget. It was a mutual decision. Visitor has brought information, documentation, administrator wants to express their gratitude. Violation of his or her rights to entrust the law or amount of non-behavior the guilty party's charged. The visitor wants to use his or her rights to receive benefits, information, or other resources from the ministry. Sports. Labor Party. Today's Tuesday, so 154 is open. Hey, I got money for getting everything right. Now there's a reason to actually do this. List of unmarried women librarians. Hi, here's a list of unmarried women librarians. What for? To be disseminated within male-dominated companies, every hardworking man needs a smart woman. Haven't you received the latest directive from the Ministry of Social Care about increasing the birth rate? Not on my list. Not on my list. These are not on my list. Okay. There's broad information. That's that one, definitely. Technology. Public events. Sports. Working labor regulation. Job placements and growth. Employment condition. Increased performance. Navigating in case of minor misconduct. Since birth. Alright, social care. Oh. 717's open on a Tuesday. Got 100 gold. To nobody else? Nobody else is here? Nobody else wants to come to my door? Taking all requests now. Maybe I'll do this. Exit. Hey, it worked. Damn it! Spent 3 years knitting a portrait of our leader to decorate our entrance hall, and guess what? It was in tatters within a week. It's been working so hard to remind people that the leader is always there for us and find whoever did it and prosecute them. Plain justice. 404 print. Damn it! Can I get those people back? I'm not very good at this deducing thing. Alright. Dan Cusick, the head of the fire department, won't hire me because I'm a woman. I was a star athlete. I've done 100 skydives. I served in the army. But you're pregnant. Let these pansies from the music school whine about being pregnant. I demand that Cusick hire me. The visitor reports an injustice or violation of his or her rights of inner interests, the law, or norms of behavior. They also identify the culprit's name, surname. Collective. Alright, so it's going to be denunciation. And it's going to be labor. And it's going to be Tuesday room. 606. Got him! Wait, what? Quota 05. Uh-oh. I gotta get these right. I brought a report on how we've met our quota for uncovering saboteurs at our kindergarten. Kindergarten? Yes, arrests in the younger group for violations of directives number 92873 are up to 300% this month alone. We've had to start new children's groups twice already. Do you reckon there's a reward for that? But a report on how we've met our quota for uncovering saboteurs. I want to go with information. Mission directive, we've had to start new children's group twice already. Do you recognize our reward for that? I think this is wrong. Oh shit, I got them all right. Alright. Excuse me. I was looking at yesterday's most wanted pictures in the newspaper and one of them looked familiar. He's the spitting image of my husband. I don't believe it, of course, but I'd like to double check whether public enemy number 3 has a mole on his left buttock. I think it's gonna be this one. Denunciation. It's not gonna be these. Available. 357 available. Yes. Damn it. The correct one was the question mark. Darn. Hey, miss, I'd like to... Hey, I'm not a miss. I'm a man. Oh, sorry, my eyesight isn't the best. I'd like to report that Philip Denick, our doctor, is harassing the patients. Did he hit you on you? No, but when I went for my appointment, he told me to take my clothes off and fold them up beside his own. I don't think this is typical for eye doctors. No, it is not. I believe this one... I don't know the culprits by name. It's this one. Wait, hold on. Wait. Work and labor regulating job placements, safeguard working conditions, increase performance, and dealing with the case of minor misconduct. That one. 6 something, 212. That one's available. What? I call bull. Bull. That is BS. Alright, I want to report that one of the typists at our bureau, Martha Zane, is a spy. Sometimes see her pick up a newspaper, read it, then underline something in it. And that makes her a spy? Of course it does. Her accomplices in South Bureau are sending her encrypted terrorist communications in a personal column. How do you know that? Young man, I've worked as a watchman for 20 years. My intuition has never failed me. Alright, spy. So that'd be patriotism, right? Yeah. 279? 279. Are you kidding me? I suck at my job. I really suck at this job. Need to make these easier. They need to nerf those. And I only have 15 seconds left, so I don't know what happens when I run out of time. But I do know that I need to go to bed. And we'll probably conclude the first impression segment. Wait a minute. I need to hide this stuff. I need to hide it in a bush. This bush. So hopefully there's no trouble when I get there, because I got rid of this stolen thing. But we'll find out when we try to leave right now. I didn't do anything. The detector went off. We have to conduct a search. The security cameras have picked up a misappropriation of property, Article 920, Paragraph 2, breaking and entering, a fine of 400 for each stolen item or a correctional labor of mine for a period of 10 years. And since your first offense will let you off with a warning, next time you won't be so generous. Oh, I didn't get to keep the screwdriver. I guess I could have taken it home, but I don't know what I would have done. Do I have time to talk to this guy? No, I can't even talk to him. Little girl. What are you doing here? Blah 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 is for that, so I figured I'd bring beetles to keep myself busy. Alright, something about beetles to keep yourself busy. Got it. Ooh, can I look through it? Oh, let's just see the statue. This lets you see the big old building. Lame. Time to pay bills. Was hanging right in front of everyone. How could they do that? James, I saw a terrible ritual. The Core 7 punishments are clearly stated in Clause 12 of the Ministry of Java for important positions, entail elevation levels of responsibility or something like that. But it's savage and barbaric. Everyone was clapping. Do you think your job was going to be walking in the park? It's not a nest of vipers, Evan, and you must become the goddamn king of vipers if you want to get promoted. Let's start with your immediate superior, Pete Ferguson. Uh-oh. He's a pathetic man who loves only money. We'll see you for yourself soon enough. Pete knows whose son you are. Everyone does, so he'll be careful. You need to gain his trust if you want to get him slip up. Gather some information about him. Squeeze it out of him. Talk to colleagues. Fulfill a few hours of his request if you have coincidence. Always, of course. Need some dirt on that arrogant son of a bitch. But don't forget about Ferguson is just the first step. He's on the important. Your main goal is to raise through the ranks. You're working on the first floor at the moment. You have to make your way up higher. So either build up your authority, ruin your boss, or get rid of your colleagues who pose you any competition. There's a standard procedure. You get promoted when you earn enough authority. Use the work phone to find out how much you need. Your colleagues are your competitors. Make them not be your competitors. So you're saying I should plot against my colleagues, sneak around, frame them, blackmail them, drive them to suicide. So you're saying that all fair in war and there's only one other way? Found another way? Go for it. Ask them to withdraw, arrange your transfer to another department, or wear them down. It makes no difference to me. I'm only interested in the result of the victory. And I care about what kind of person I'll be after such a victory. You always have to choose, Evan. Alright, let's pay our bills, or we're gonna lose our dang house. Two in 5 days. I can pay this one, and I can pay this one, but I cannot pay this one. Because I suck at my job. I don't have enough gold to buy any other episode. Oh, I guess I could buy an episode of this. She likes this one, though. Nice. Alright, time to start a new day. See if there's any new books. Any new books? Not that I have any time to use on them, but... It's a big for a doggy. Alright, we're saving, and this will conclude the first impressions installment of Beholder 2. So, let's break it down, ladies and gentlemen. Night Fox 15's first impressions. Graphics, love them. They're still fun. Controls, simple. Click, do stuff. Story. It is definitely enticing and riveting. Difficulty's a little higher than I anticipated as far as figuring out what the people need when you need to earn the money and stuff, because that's kind of the main thing you need is money. I'm nice, so like the scheming and stuff, that one doesn't seem right to me. So I'm not a big fan of that stuff, but we'll see how that unfolds maybe. And the rest of it, I don't know. Overall, it's fun. I think I put in an hour in something as a gift. I'd say that's money well spent. I'll probably put in a couple more hours. I don't know if I'll stream it. Seems the interest is kind of not there. Save, new save. I've never saved before, but it auto-saved. Cool, so I can save before I make decisions, and then I can just go back. So I'll probably do that. Alright, it was fun. Let's see. Overall, there's potential. It seems like it's going to take a lot more of a time sink than I thought. I thought this was about a 10-15 hour game, but it seems like it might be probably closer to a 25-30 hour game, especially if you got to do the promotions and stuff. There's probably fast ways around it to where you can fast track promotions and kind of get to the end of this, but essentially you're just trying to find out who killed your father and why. Simple enough. Again, pleasing to the eyes. Sound is pleasant. A lot of reading though, which I don't like. Especially when you're streaming it, that's kind of a bore. People really don't want you to be, I mean, they can read for themselves, but they also kind of want to be interactive. So as far as the streaming goes, I wouldn't say it's interactive. Solo adventure, probably played by yourself, sure. Other than that, I don't know. But yeah, overall it's a good game. It was fun. Look forward to maybe trying some more. Putting a couple more hours into it. And as always, I was Night Fox 15. This was Beholder 2, and I hope to see you guys next time. Deuces.